Yeah, so 3 matches done. The series level at 1-1. And we are left for the last 2 matches, the Boxing Day and the New Year's Test at MCG and SCG respectively. I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on throughout the series. India just won it in a massive fashion at Perth. And then Australia, as usual, made a roaring comeback with the pink ball at Adelaide. And then in Gabba, Australia ruled the proceedings for the first couple of days before India just came back strongly with the tail and Jadeja and Rahul to make sure they avoided the follow-on, and the rain just deprived us of any further contest. Now we are waiting for the Boxing Day test, and me and Shubhadeep would like to analyze a bit on both the sides before the all-important couple of tests. So yeah, now I would like to go to Shubhadeep for India's batting.
In this batting, you should ask only KL Rahul because others are just coming and going after the chasing. Just was started well, but that's all was excellent. I think after the first things he realized that you have to leave deliveries, but he has actually got dropped down as the kind of a series progressed. It wasn't a good thing to sledge Stark at the start of the fourth test match, but then Stark has his number kind of the last shot that he played in the first innings of the Gaba test match. I thought that was a bit of an irresponsible shot, if I want to mention that word. I don't know what should I, because the first ball that he got for a boundary was edged into the gully position, could have easily into the hands, so he actually gave a bit of a thunder to the bowler, and then the next delivery just flicked it without any kind of attention into the hands of the square leg. Gale just chased a 7-stump delivery. Cannot believe it. I remember walking up, trying to open my eyes and saw, Gale just goes chasing a 7-stump delivery, trying to play his cover drive. And then Kohli, oh my, what should I say? Kohli is just kind of he has kind of a problem. Like, he's the fire and then the ball is the water. Every time there is a driving delivery, he is going like a magnet and an iron rod. He is going after him, chasing it. I remember that South Africa series in the COVID times when there was a delivery on the 9th stump and he went after it, booming drive into the hands of the sleeve. It's the same going on, and kind of a thing that when you are walking up in the middle, it's a responsibility to know that you have to leave delivery. And there's an opening guy who was supposed to be, out of the side or in the middle orders at some point of time. It's KL Rahul, who has batted brilliantly. One thing I have noticed about KL Rahul is he's taking a off stump kind of a guard, in the mid off stump guard, and he's watching the ball with his right eye, which is actually a stronger eye. And he has left the deliveries quite well, which is not happening with Rohit either. Rohit has also struggled along with Virat. That the Adelaide game in the second innings, so when Pat Cummins squared him up, was one of the reasons why he's not. Gill and Rohit, and I also think Virat is taking a middle and leg stump guard. So for them, they are actually kind of not sure where is the off stump. So for them, the delivery that is going to be in the kind of a half volley, they are thinking, I can go for the drive. And KL actually, on the other hand, because he's standing on the off stump or middle and off, he knows that this is not in my horizon and he's leaving it. And the other point is, KL is playing all the deliveries very late under his eyes. So he's giving the ball an extra kind of a meter to make sure that he can actually cover the swing or cover the movement and he can play with it, which is not happening with Virat and Rohit either.
He's been sort of figured out.
Pant also. Pant has not really batted at all in the season. So much kind of so much hope on him to just bail India out when you are not under pressure. But we actually are under pressure. You remember the Adelaide test match in the morning? So many for Pant was aggressive. He started in aggressive fashion. He would go out, but no, Mitchell Stark got him out in the very first over of the second innings in the Adelaide test. I think it's day 3. So he has not batted. One thing about KL is he has taken off stump guard. And because in Australia you are not actually really scared of a little bit of loud, because the bounce you are not actually been so much scared of it, which can be case in England or New Zealand kind of a surface. This doesn't really happen a lot with Australia and South Africa because of the bounce. So he's doing all the things right, and I'm just kind of trying to understand why after 3 games these 2 veterans who have been playing for a long time, Virat and Rohit, are not doing the right basics. I mean, Virat, the videos that the BCCI is posting or we are seeing in the media, he's doing everything right in the nets. Once this comes to the middle, it's kind of ego. I think Ravi Shastri said that you have to keep your ego out in playing those deliveries. So, yeah, batting has not really clicked at all. I think Nitish Kumar Reddy has batted well. He's the find of Indian cricket. I'm happy because I said he's the future. Some of the shots he has played, whether against Stark or maybe other bowlers, is excellent. So I'm happy to see him. But yeah, going to MCG, you need a huge score in the first innings or wherever you're batting, even in the same in SCG, because these are very good pitches at the start of the game. So you need your batters to stand up and, put some responsibility, show some responsibility and help to contribute for the team with the bat. Otherwise, it's going to be a long tour for them. It's already been a long tour for Rohit. You see what has affected him in the captaincy. It's going to be a long tour. What I'm interesting is in the spin department. 2 to 3 test matches, and they've used 3, and now 1 is retired, Ravichandran Ashwin. So I don't know. Other than going back to Sundar, but Jadeja has batted well. What's your view on it, spin department?
Yeah, so MCG, I'm not very sure what kind of a pitch they're going to lay out. So if it's going to be normal Australian sort of deck with not that much of spin on the initial few days, then Jadeja, with the kind of knock he played this match and with the kind of collapses that the Indian batting is experiencing on a daily basis, to be honest, I don't think Jadeja is going to be dropped now. He has mostly cemented his place for the next 2 games, and in Sydney he did well last time also with the ball. He picked up some 4 wickets if I'm not wrong, so he will get some purchase from that surface. So I think Jadeja is going to be a sure shot starter. If they need that other spinner, it's most likely going to be Sundar, because they don't have any other options, and Sundar can offer with something with the bat. So yeah, it's going to be Sundar and the pace attack. So Bumrah is there. Discuss about the others.
Well, it's only Bumrah actually. No one else actually stepped out. Siraj did well in Perth. I would say he loved the bounce and pace. Akashdeep did well last game, but Hashit Rana also did well in Perth. He actually struggled a lot in Adelaide to find the word. Rhythm is not there. Siraj has struggled with his fitness in the last game. You saw him hobbling around. Hamstring injury. I don't know whether his fitness status, can he be available for fitness. I actually wanted to see Prasidh Krishna for the Gabba test match, but they went to Akashdeep. So I'm not Prasidh Krishna back. I actually thought that Prasidh Krishna can actually come into a team, but I'm not satisfied to see him back in the MCT because it's a very solid pitch, dry surface. So I think India should retain the same pace attack that they played at the Gabba. I think Akashdeep bowled well, Seamu well, so also picked up a couple of wickets in the second innings. So he has kind of the belief is there. He has got some confidence, and I think others have to just kind of shoulder responsibility and say, just play. You have bowled a lot already, and you are expected to play in the Sydney Test, which is not really a lot to break with this next Test match. So I think they need to just shoulder the responsibility, and the main focus for me is just pick up a line or length and the channel and keep on bowling with it. Don't do anything silly, or don't need to invent or experience a lot, and keep on going what Bumrah is doing. He's keeping on the same line and length, and it's just expect that something will happen. And yeah, I hope so. But the opposition is also a bit of a shambles, I would say. Opposition, the series is 1-1, but opposition's batting. Australia's batting a little bit of a shambles. Apart from Travis Head or Steve Smith in the last game, it's also the same what India is going with their veterans. So what do you see? I mean, how Australia will do something with the batting? Mitchell Marsh is not in form. Khawaja hasn't done anything. The new opener, McSweeney, has done a bit, but I'm not sure about. What's your view on it?
Yeah, so definitely the openers haven't done a great job till now. I think McSweeney did mostly fine in Adelaide, seeing off that pink ball along with Marnus in the twilight session when Australia was under pressure because of the collapse in Perth, and then allowed Travis Head and the others to come once the ball was a bit old and the conditions were a bit more favorable for the batters. But yeah, Usman has been short of runs, and even Labuschagne, apart from that one innings, has looked a bit fidgety. And Steve Smith, maybe he might like the MCG and SCG pitches also. I think he's having a good average also on those grounds. So he's got a bit of form last match. And Travis Head, he's been some sort of a tormentor for India over the last couple of years, and he's just continued his form. He had that groin strain yesterday. Not sure how fit he's going to turn out for MCG. Even if he plays the match, how fit he's going to be physically. And then Alex Carey has looked decent in patches, got a 50 at the end of the innings in Gabba, looked decent in Adelaide also for a couple of balls. And yeah, so I think Alex Carey has done a decent job till now. But yeah, that batting also has done bits and pieces apart from Travis Head. You just take out Travis Head and who takes the responsibility? That's the question. On a day when Travis Head gets out quickly, who just stands out and gets that big daddy 100? So that's the question. And yeah, they will also be maybe a bit shattered after the draw because they are hoping to get out some result before that MCG and SCG and push India to the world. But yeah, now the series is level and the batters need to pick up form. So now moving to Shubhradeep for the pace attack. Hazelwood gone and you are left with only three. Else a debut
You
is
know,
incoming.
yeah, when the schedule came out, I thought that schedule has been smart, very smart. Australian cricket has put the schedule where they have put the Perth at the first, in Adelaide in the day-night test, and then Gabba. Three test matches which should Australia win in all the games, and they should go to MCG with a 3-0 lead, having already won in the series. Now it's 1-1, and then they will miss Hazelwood big time, especially at the SCG. It's his home ground. He knows the conditions better. The same kind of handkerchief line like Courtly Ambers used to bowl. Same line and lane. Hazelwood will miss, but they have a good, very good replacement in the form of Scott Bowler. And I think he will come back in the MCG test match surely with the injury of
And
Hazelwood.
MCG is just made for him. He somehow finds a way to come to MCG.
Yeah, I will just hope that he doesn't pick up 6 for 7 against England. That way he bowled at in the morning, kind of just tried the whole England batting line with a blink of an eye. I just hope that nothing happens because Stark is already in great form. Cummins has bowled his heart out, and then if Scott Boland starts, then this batting line of our Indian team, 50 can be a kind of a score that you will expect. The only thing is a bit of a spotlight on Nathan Lyon, which is you understand is happening because he hasn't bowled a lot in Adelaide. I think he bowled 1 over in Adelaide. Haven't got the purchase in Gabba. Hasn't got the bounce and expect a sharp spin from Nathan Lyon in Perth. But this is the 2 games. Sydney, I think he's going to be the guy who is take a lot of burden in Sydney because last test my pacer will be fatigue and tired, burnt out. So he's going to take a lot of role in this CG. But for MCG, I think he has a role to play. He loves playing at MCG. The bounce is something which he can get benefit of. But yeah, bowling will be under a bit of pressure. Stark has bowled a lot in the Gabba because of the rain. Cummins has also bowled his heart out. So they are expected to be drained out by the time you reach the 4th and 5th test. And boxing is a huge. It takes a lot of adrenaline. So yeah, I just hope India wins it because it's a decider for me. Because I don't think they're going to get a result in SCG. It rains every time you go to Sydney. Every time. Every season I've seen the New Year's Test match, it rains. The only constant thing. So for me, MCG is going to be a decider. Whoever wins, you are putting a bit of a step in the WC final and also the
Yeah, I mean,
BGT series.
with all the qualification scenarios at stake, I mean, MCG is going to be a huge match. SCG, unless the rains stay away or maybe some team just collapses heavily, a result is maybe unlikely. And this match is going to be a huge encounter for both sides. Both sides have a lot of chinks in their armors and just need to pick up quickly. Whoever blinks first is gone. So yeah. We have to wait for that all-important day, 26 December. Let's see who turns up the more powerful guy that day. So yeah, please watch our other videos. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further updates. And please share this video with as many guys as possible. Please like it. And till then, cheers, goodbye.